The last time Micah Holsonbake's name made headlines, it was coupled with the grisly details of an arm found inside a duffel bag here at the Kern River over the summer. Micah's DNA matched to the arm. In the last few months since then, Micah's heartbroken and horrified family have been left to wonder if they'll ever get the rest of his body. But that same family, who have uncovered key details about Micah's case themselves, are not backing down. They're determined to get to the truth, no matter how grim it may be.
I know every time somebody passes away that they would light up a room if they walked up. I'm sure somebody would say, well, Lance would light up a room when he walked into it. No, I wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. But Micah really would. He was one of those kind of people. Very smart. He was very intelligent. When he was a little kid, we always call him Stats, because he would give you statistics on anything.
Family recalls Micah's love for football and the debate and forensics teams. After a year of college at Harding University, he joined the Navy, but was eventually discharged because of reoccurring issues with growths in his throat. Back in Bakersfield, he started his own family and began a successful career in banking.
Started out as a teller, but trained and got his licenses to be a broker, financial advisor, and that was 99% of his life. The last 2 years of his life, he was absolutely not the same person, but he had changed dramatically.
Lance Holsonbake says after going through a rocky separation, he believes his son became addicted to the pain medication he was prescribed after several surgeries on his throat. Things went downhill from there.
He was very afraid for his life and involved in some things that at first I didn't know what they were, and he'd never behaved that way before, so when he would tell me, yeah, I'm afraid that this guy and this guy's in this group or whatever, I would think he's paranoid. You know, I always thought somebody was following us in the car. He's paranoid. And I didn't know how much of it was real, how much of it was just in his mind and exacerbated by any kind of drug use or drugs he may have been using at the time.
Lance says Micah also confided something in him at the time he just couldn't believe.
I'm putting together guns, and I'm going here, and we're putting together guns for these particular people. And of course, at the time, I'm thinking, no, you're not. I wish I'd taken him more seriously.
While Lance wasn't convinced his banker son could have taken such a drastic turn career-wise, he did have some stern words for Micah after hearing about the gun manufacturing.
Why are you doing that? If you're doing that, stop. Just stop. Just get out of there. If you're this afraid, just stop. And I can't do that. I can't do that. He was afraid if he did that, disappeared, having owing money or something like that, they would hurt his family.
By late March 2018, Micah was seen for the last time in East Bakersfield.
Micah was mixed up for the first time in his life in things that were illegal, and he had threats on his life before, and now he's disappeared, and he's a grown man. He's had his own family and, was separated from his family at the time. So it's logical for the police to think, yeah, he got out of town. He's hiding out.
But family instantly felt otherwise and took it upon themselves to start investigating.
My youngest son was talking to people. Somebody said, you need to talk to Bailey Parent. And he came to me, he said, they said something about Bailey Parent. And I said, oh, I don't know who that is. And he said, I don't think it's a person. I think it's like a gang in Louisiana or something. I said, look, I don't think you heard that right. But we didn't know who it was. And I think within a week, I saw that she was missing in Bakersfield.
Upon realizing the Bailey parent was Bailey Despot, Lance's first thought,
I think these are connected. I think one is the result of the other. In the meantime, Cheryl had been talking with Diane because Micah knew James. But they all came from the same group of people, and it's not a huge group.
Lance says long before the three mothers officially formed the Bakersfield Three, long before groups of thousands of people began theorizing on the cases,
I thought, I know what happened. And so when people would start mentioning, well, there's this group of people, this scary gang of people, and maybe some bikers, and maybe this, that, and the other, I thought, okay, so we'll write all that down, we'll report all that to the police, but I'm staying focused on this right now because I don't see any reason. This seems like the most likely scenario.
He says when you boil it down, it's simple.
Something happened to Micah. I think I know where. I think I know what happened to him. Pretty sure. It's not that complicated. Something happened to Bailey, and I think it's because she knew what happened to Micah. It's weird when it's your own. It's just. It's just hard to. I guess I actually don't even know how to put it in words, to hope that the worst is true. That sounds weird, but we knew that Micah wasn't alive. I thought maybe if we identified some part of Micah, that it'd be a relief and change the way we feel. We'd feel a little better, and which, no, we don't feel better, we just feel different.
Lance says there was no way to prepare for the news the family got a week before Christmas.
There's a sense of, okay, and it's still a feeling of, okay, now we know for sure he's not alive. We know we have something that to have a burial or, some kind of service like that. But at the other time, you're dealing with, what have they done to my son? What did you do to my son? He's dismembered. You dismembered him. And that is really hard. That's just really hard to think that they would have to do that.
He says despite the family hearing that some of the people possibly involved in the case are very dangerous, he doesn't plan to back down until they have answers.
If something happens to your son, I'm not going to be intimidated by anybody. That was my son. How can you even expect that I'm going to be afraid to ask questions or talk to people? That doesn't come into the equation, not because I'm a tough, mean person, but because that was my son, and this is what happened to him, and I'm not intimidated by anybody that doesn't want me to find out. I don't care if they want me to find out. That's too bad if they don't want me to find out. I'm going to find out.
If you have any information on Micah's case, you're urged to call Bakersfield Police at 327-7111. And remember, you can always remain anonymous by calling Secret Witness at 322-4040.